Hi everyone, it's Andre here, Licensed Immigration Advisor. In this video, I want to explain about the new border exemption for 300 teachers to come to New Zealand, because it seems like there's a lot of confusion about how it works. Now, to quickly explain, a lot of you already know that the government has decided that they'll allow 300 teachers to come into New Zealand, but I'm quickly going to explain about the criteria. So, the main criteria, the priority will be given to teachers who are already working in New Zealand. So they're already in New Zealand, they're already working, and then they got trapped outside when the New Zealand borders shut. So the priority is given to returning teachers who are already working in New Zealand, and then they got trapped outside when borders closed. Once they're all sorted out, the next priority will be given to decile 1, 2 and 3 public schools, so decile 1, 2 and 3 public schools, or schools that need STEM teachers, so science, technology, engineering, maths teachers. So that priority is given to low decile schools, so level 1, level 2, level 3, decile 1, decile 2, decile 3, or for schools that need STEM teachers, so science, technology, engineering and maths. And I'll quickly explain the decile system for people that don't understand. The public schools in New Zealand are giving a decile rating from 1 to 10. That rating indicates the social, economic status of that school, basically how rich or how poor it is. Decile 1 schools are the poorest. Decile 10 schools are the richest, basically. Putting it simply, decile 1 are the poorest, decile 10 are the richest. Now that applies to primary and secondary schools, but for early learning centres, the decile system is different, it's the opposite. So they use a different rating system for early learning centres, and the higher the score, the poorer the school is. So the priority will be given to schools scoring 8 to 10 on the decile system, because that means they're the poorest. So for the early learning centres, the higher the score, the poorer they are. For public schools, the lower the score, the poorer they are, if that makes sense. So if you don't understand the decile system and you want to teach in New Zealand, well, you probably need to study that up a bit. But that's the priority. So a priority will be given to basically poor schools, to put it simply, or to schools needing STEM teachers, so science, technology, engineering and maths. And there's only 300 spaces, so I'm pretty sure they'll be filling them up pretty soon. They're already trying to organise spaces for teachers that got trapped outside when the borders closed. Then in September they'll be accepting applications for new teachers. And again, those new teachers' priority will be given to decile, the low, poor decile schools, and STEM teachers, so science, technology, engineering and maths. And if you do get selected, what happens is that to start the process, the employer actually needs to start the process, not the teacher. So it's the employer that applies for a border exemption. If that's successful, then the teacher can apply for a visa, and then if that visa is granted, they can organise a quarantine space. So it's 3 steps. Step 1, the employer applies. Step 2, the teacher applies for a visa. And step 3, the teacher has to organise a quarantine space. So I hope that's all clear, and if this video was helpful, please like, please share, please subscribe, and I'll see you all later.